So how much should you start charging as a new virtual assistant? This is one of the questions that most new virtual assistants have, and you should have this question because you need to know how to set a rate that is going to be competitive and it is still going to be enough. It's not going to be too low, and you shouldn't also set a rate that is too high for someone completely new. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the strategy that you can follow in order to set the right rate as a complete new to virtual assistant. Hi there, my name is Sadiq Umar. I'm a full-time virtual assistant living in Nigeria, and this video is going to be based on my personal experience of starting freelancing and becoming a full-time virtual assistant. So when setting your prices, there are two pricing models. You can choose to do hourly pricing method, or you can choose fixed price. And the way to do this is the way to decide whether you should choose a fixed price rate or whether you should charge hourly rate is depending on the service you are offering to client. Let me take a fixed price, for example. The best way to charge a fixed price is if you are offering a fixed service to a client. Let me give you an example. If you have a client that hire you to edit their videos for them, to edit maybe a podcast videos for them, and they do one video a week, and on average the video is 1 hour long that you edit for them. So this is a very fixed project, right? It doesn't change. You know that you are going to edit a video on average is 1 hour, and you will do graphic for the video, maybe you will do X and X. There is specific things that you do for them every week. Or maybe you are working for a blogger, someone who need a blog article writer, and you write maybe 5 articles for them per week. So this is fixed, it doesn't change. Or maybe you are creating social media graphics for someone. If you are just creating social media graphics, maybe once every day there's 7 social media graphic posts per week, then this is also fixed, it doesn't change. Then it might be a good idea to go for the fixed price rate, because what you do for them is fixed, it doesn't change, so the price should not also change. But when it comes to services that most general virtual assistants offer, it will be a good idea to go for the hourly price, to go for the hourly pricing model. Let me give you an example. If you are working as a data entry virtual assistant for someone, then they will be providing you with specific data, different type of data every week. If maybe you are working for a real estate investor, and they will give you a list of properties that you should go through the list and sort the list and find specific properties who match specific criteria, then that is something that it really is not fixed. Sometimes they will send you a list with 100 properties, sometimes they can send you a list with 1,000 properties, and they can, even if you are working for it as a data entry virtual assistant, then whenever they have any data that they want someone to sort through or find some information in, they can just send it to you. So you cannot be sure of the specific amount of work that they are going to provide to you every week. So for this reason, it will be a good idea to go for the hourly price, because if you said, okay, I'm doing data entry and I'm going to charge, what do you want? A client says, okay, I want you to go through this list of properties, sort through them, and on average the property is 1,000 on the list, and I want on average 100 out of it. That is probably not going to be a good idea to charge a fixed price, because it will change. The time that it will take you to do the job, it will change. So it will not be a good idea to do that. So in order to decide whether you should charge a fixed price or hourly price, you just need to look at the services you are offering. If the services you are offering are fixed, they don't change, then it will be a good idea to go for the fixed price option. But if the services you are offering is different random services, or the services keep changing every week, then it will be a good idea to go for the hourly pricing. I am a tech virtual assistant. I work with many business online coaches, and sometimes I create landing pages for courses, sometimes I create lead magnet, sometimes I create panels. So these are services that they aren't fixed, they aren't specifically fixed. The time it takes to do them change every time, and you might create 1 lead magnet for a client in a week, and they might need 2, and they might need a combination of this and that. So if you go for a fixed price, it is going to be complicated. Okay, so after you decide whether you should go for the fixed price or hourly price, the next thing is how much shall you charge exactly. And let me start with the fixed price. if you are going for the fixed price option, the best way to decide how much you shall charge as a new to this is go to a freelancing platform. Whether you are working on a freelancing platform, whether you are looking for a client on a freelancing platform or not, you should go on a freelancing platform and search for other freelancers who are offering the same service that you want to start offering. And when you find those freelancers, check out how much they charge on average. If someone charged $10 per project and another person charged $20 per project, then the average is $15. If someone charged $100 and someone else charged $200, then the average is $150. So when charging for a fixed price project, this is one of the best ways to go about it, because you want to be competitive. So find freelancers who are offering the same service and figure out what is the average price they charge on a freelancing platform, because this is going to help you stay competitive when you are just getting started and you are not charging too low and you are not charging too high. And most reliable client, when they are looking for a VA or even freelancer in general, they are looking for someone in the average price range. So that is where you need to be. Okay, so this is for the fixed price project. But what about an hourly project when you are charging for hourly? The reason why charging hourly is a little more complicated than a fixed price is there are different types of virtual assistant. A technical virtual assistant generally charge higher than a general administrative virtual assistant. And so this is why it is a little more complicated. You need to know what type of services you are offering first, then you can know how much you should charge for hourly as an hourly project. And also the easy way to do this, you can just search for, if you want to become a technical virtual assistant, you can still go to a freelancing platform. You can go to Fiverr and search for tech virtual assistant, tech VA, technical virtual assistant. Or if there are some specific services you want to start offering, you can even search for that specific service and add a VA at the end of it. And this will allow you to find some virtual assistant who are offering similar services, and you can see how much they are charging. And if you can find other virtual assistants who are offering the same services you are offering, then it will be easy for you to know what is the average price you should go for. When I got started as a virtual assistant, I didn't know much about virtual assistants. I know a lot about freelancing, but I didn't have much knowledge of virtual assistant. So I started charging $8 per hour. And I quickly realized $8 per hour is a little too low, so I go for 10. And from there I go off and off and off. So what I suggest for new virtual assistant is you should start with at least $8 to $10 per hour. $8 to $10 per hour, if you know what you are doing, then most clients who are looking for a reliable virtual assistant, they are okay with hiring someone at the $10 range. So if you are unsure about the services you are offering, and if you are unsure about the average price freelancers charge, then it will be a good idea to go for the around $10 range. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. From 8 to 12 is a good place to start. Because one thing to keep in mind is, if you are just getting started, don't try to compete on price. If on average virtual assistants are charging $10 per hour and you choose to go for $5 per hour, then you can find clients, but the client you found are probably going to be unreliable and you will have a hard time working with them. Because if you are looking for a good client, reliable client, you should go for the client who are looking for a reliable virtual assistant. And the client who are looking for a reliable virtual assistant, they aren't looking for the lowest price. So this is the strategy that I suggest you follow as a new virtual assistant, to choose the right pricing model and also to choose the exact price that you are going to accept when you start working for clients. If you find the video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.